everybody, welcome to my home. Let's do some yoga together. A little bit different than normally, but still yoga. So make sure you come into any comfortable seat that works for you, cross-legged or on your shins, in a hero pose, anything that works for you. And we'll do a short 20-minute practice to energize you, to get you ready for the day, to tap into all the areas a little bit, and to make sure you can make something from your day, even though it's a different day than it was before. Alright, closing your eyes for a moment. And starting to feel how the out breath grounds you down, allows you to make contact with the floor, roots you down. Each out breath allowing you to lean onto the floor. And I always find it very soothing that the ground underneath your body is always holding you, wherever you are, whatever you do, whether you're sitting, walking. So feel on the out breath the support of the ground. And I notice how on the in breath, inviting the breath into the body, how the body becomes more spacious, how the body starts to open up. How each in-breath allows you to create space for you in this moment. And start to notice how the out-breath grounds you down and how the in-breath almost picks you up, making space. So start to notice how the breath is almost like a wave. And I find it extremely comforting in these times of extremity, because waves show you that everything that comes also goes again. Everything that you breathe in, you will breathe out. And if you think about it, everything in life is seen in waves. Your heartbeat is a wave. Sound is waves, sound waves. Your day is a wave, standing up, doing things and sleeping again. So start to notice now how your breath is this wave too. Let's bring the hands together in front of the chest. And as you breathe in, you open, you expand, you allow the body to become bigger, like a wave. Any moment now that you want to open up your eyes, you can. And as you breathe out, you bring the hands back together. The wave falling back to where it came from. So start to notice this wave of your breath, in breath, opening, inviting, energizing. And out breath, grounding, everything supporting on the floor, that where it came from. Breathing in, making space. So allow this breath to move your body. Out breath, grounding, strengthening maybe even. It's really the breath that makes your body expand, open and explore. And the out breath that brings it back again to its base. So let's try it a little bit different now. Breathing in, opening, lengthening, making space. And breathing out, grounding, rooting down. And again, the wave lifting up, making space, exploring, being curious. And breathing out, back to your base, grounding down. Last breath in. Stretching out, meeting your spine, opening up. And breathing out. Nice. And then let's bring the hands together to both sides. And on the in-breath, lifting up the right arm. And on the out-breath, all the way to the side. And the wave keeps happening, right? The in-breath lifts you up. So lift the sternum a little bit, looking up underneath your armpits. And breathing out. Now start to draw your lower belly in and up, folding forwards. And again, breathing in, opening, widening, lifting, exploring. And breathing out, folding forwards. And this is really about meeting different parts of your body. So now we meet the right side of your body. So use this form, this movement, to meet yourself, to wake up the whole right side of the body, to actually feel how it's doing, how much space there is, or maybe not so much. And breathing out. Next in breath, both arms up. Wave coming up and breathing out. Move to the other side. Relaxing now that right shoulder. Breathing in, lifting, opening, making space. And breathing out. Use the out breath to fold forward. So it's actually the breath that moves you. In breath, opening you, making space. And out, folding forwards. And you are already breathing. You don't have to do your breathing. So let your body be moved by that movement of your breath that is already there. Last breath in. Meeting now the left side of your body and breathing out. Waking up the left side of your body. Breathing in, both arms up. And breathing out, hands together. And let's do a little energizer. When you're in my class, you know it. So activating the hands, and then on the next in-breath, you lift your right hand up, your left hand down, flexing the hands. Breathe in, look up, and at the top of the breath, you hold your breath. If you're pregnant, you keep on breathing. You never hold the breath. And breathing out, hands together. Other side, breathing in, press up and down, actively, really go for it. Holding the breath. Remember that breath holding is never a full stop. There is still an expansion, an opening when you hold the breath. And breathing out. And again, breathing in. At the top of the breath, hold the breath, knowing that the breath holding is an extension of the in-breath, even though no new breath comes in. And breathing out. Last time, breathing in. Holding the breath. Keep on opening, making space. And out. Nice. Now let's fold the upper body forwards to meet your back. So it's not about how far you go. Just allow the back to open. And as you breathe in, allow the back to open in all directions. Meet your back. And breathe out with a big sigh. Relaxing face, shoulders, arms. One more time. Deep breath in. And out. And then you glue the hands together and you start to lift your arms up, but you swim through the air as if you draw figures of 8 into the air, binding the left and the right side together. And the spine can be very fluid. You can allow the body to be fluid. Massaging your spine almost, and then you breathe and you lift up the arms, and on the out breath, as if you press through thick air, slowly coming down. Nice. Swinging the legs back, coming onto your hands and your knees now. Spreading out the hands nice and wide. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And let's start to breathe out. Draw the lower belly in and up, rounding the spine. And on the in-breath, you do the opposite. Shoulders away from your ears, opening the chest. And again, breathing out. Maybe even make a sound, activating your Ujjayi breath. And breathing in, lifting up, making space. Now let's take it a little bit more active. Breathing out, draw the lower belly in, press hands and tops of the feet into the floor, lifting the knees a little bit. If you want to, you can also keep them on the ground. And breathing in, lift, lengthen, open. And it's still this wave, out breath. Draw the belly in close to the floor. And breathing in, lifting, opening. Let the breath just float in. It happens by itself. And breathing out, strong out breath, pressing into the floor. And breathing in, invite the breath into the body. Last time, breathing out, super strong. And breathing in. And now you curl the toes together and you sit onto your heels and you stretch your feet. And I always do this because we walk on our feet all day long. And how much do we stretch them? Not so often, right? It's not so fair. So let's give your feet some space. I know it's intense, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Just stretching the base of your feet. And then you take one deep breath in. And on the out breath, you draw the lower belly in and up. And you wave through the spine. And you come into your full plank. And it's up to you. You can place the knees onto the ground and come down. Or you can come from a full plank, up to you. Maybe first pressing into the floor for a moment, activating. And then breathing out, Elbows go straight back, so you hug the rib cage with the upper arms as you slowly make your way down. Breathing in, lifting head, neck and shoulders. Press the feet down, secure your base with your legs. And from there you open. And then breathing out, coming back down. Breathing in, press the floor away. Now you curl the toes under, walk your hands a little bit closer, and you start to press into the floor even more. You press so much that the knees lift a little bit. And now a little play, lilla. Let's move the weight from the left to the right side, into the right hand. And everywhere you go, you notice, hey, my muscles start to work, right? Wherever you go, you wake up all the little muscles. Also go back, waking up your legs, your feet. In this way, we activate all the muscles in our body, because if all your muscles do a little thing, then together they carry your body. Together they will carry your down dog, for instance. And that makes it lighter. And you can keep playing here, because if you feel, oh, normally there's a lot of weight in my arms, well, start to bring the weight a little bit more back and activate the muscles in your legs. Slowly finding your down dog. You can walk your legs. And this is really to meet yourself. Use this moving down dog to meet yourself, to check in with yourself. Hey legs, how are you? Hey arms. Just meeting yourself. And whenever you feel ready, you start to walk your feet slowly forwards, bending the legs deeply. Allow the upper body to fully relax. And then you press into the floor, draw your lower belly in, rounding up the spine. Breathing in, lifting up the arms. And breathing out, bringing your arms all the way down. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Bending the legs as if you are to sit on a chair behind you. Chair pose. Breathing in, opening the chest, making space. And breathing out, folding forwards. You can bend your legs all the way, or you can keep them a little bit bent. It's up to you, it doesn't matter. And breathing in, dropping the hips down, lifting the chest, opening the collarbones. And breathing out, folding all the way forwards. And again, breathing in, bending the legs, opening the chest, making space. And breathing out, slowly folding all the way forwards. And then bending the legs one more time, lifting the arms up. And breathing out, diving all the way forwards. Breathe in to come into your half lift. And breathing out, stepping into your downwards facing dog. Taking a few breaths here, finding your down dog. Always play around with the weight if you like. And then whenever you feel ready, you breathe in, you lift the right leg a little bit up, and you breathe out, place it forwards. Now stay here. Breathing in, lengthen through the spine. And breathing out, finding depth into your hips. And the principle stays the same. On the in-breath, you're opening, you're making space. Think about that wave. And on the out-breath, you're grounding down, securing your base. One more breath in. And on the out-breath, press your feet down, securing your base. And from there, you lift your arms up into your lunge. Breathing out, folding forwards, allow the upper body to be relaxed. And breathing in, press the floor away, lift the arms up, open the chest. And again, breathing out, folding forwards. And the wave picks you up, the in-breath allows the body to open, to make space. Last breath out, coming forwards. And breathing in, floating the body up, opening the chest. And then breathing out, coming all the way forwards. Keeping your right hand on the ground and the left arm floating up into a twist, making space. Breathing out, bringing your arm back and down. And breathing in, fly it up and over. One more time, breathing out, wave falling down. And breathing in, up and over, opening the chest. Breathing out, both hands onto the floor now. Once again, breathe in to reach, to lengthen. And breathing out, now slowly stretching the front leg. Maybe a little bit, maybe all the way. Breathing in, dropping, lengthening. And breathing out, press the floor away, strong legs, finding your forward fold. One more time, breathing in first, make space. And breathing out, press the floor away, finding your forward fold. Staying here for one breath in. And one breath out. And then you bend the front leg again, you place the knee onto the floor. You open up the chest, nice and broad. And then breathing out, both hands onto the floor, curl the back toe under, downwards facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. And side breath out. One more breath in. And on the out breath, allow the knees to drop just above the floor. Maybe bend your elbows. And breathe in, press the floor away, making space. Think about that wave, breathing out, close to the ground, secure your base. And breathing in, prepare for the next wave, making space. One more time, breathing out. And breathing in. Breathing out, drop the heels towards the floor, they don't have to touch. And breathe in, lifting up the left leg. Breathe out, sway it forwards towards the left thumb. Nice, breathe in to reach to the crown of the head. And breathing out, secure your base, strong legs. And again, breathing in, lengthening. And out, and then you press those feet very strong into the floor because it's the legs that lift you up. The spine is actually nice and free. And breathing out, coming forwards because the legs hold you. The upper body can be fluid. Breathing in, press the floor away. And out. Think about those waves. The breath is breathing you. It's moving you. There's not so much for you to do. The in-breath lifts you up, gives you space. And the out-breath grounds you down. Last breath in. And breathing out, coming down, placing now the left hand onto the floor. And the right arm comes forwards and you lift it up. And on the out-breath, wave flowing back into the ocean. And again, in, opening, and out, grounding. Opening for the last time. This is shoulder massage, right? Creating space into the area and then placing the hands down. Breathing into reach to the crown of the head, and on the out breath you stretch the front leg. A little bit or all the way, whatever is there. Breathing in, making space. And breathing out, press the floor away. Think that left hip, back towards the back of the room. And one more time, breathing in. And breathing out. Now staying here just for one breath. Reaching, lengthening, making space. Breathing out wherever your body goes. Wherever their body goes. And then breathing in, bending the leg again. Back knee onto the floor. Super strong legs. Press the floor away to lift up. Making space. Invite the day. And breathing out, hands onto the ground. Curl the back toe under. Step back into your downwards facing dog. One more deep breath in. And a nice and long breath out. And then you drop your knees onto the floor. Uncurling the toes. Take a nice little child's pose. For a few breaths. And then slowly rounding the body all the way up. And then if you want to start your day, you're welcome. If you want to stay with me, let's take a nice comfy seat. Let's do a short pranayama to balance our brain and a short meditation. So if you want to stay, find a nice comfy seat, shoulders above the hips. And one more time, become aware of those waves. Never ending waves coming and going. And then whenever you're ready, you follow me. When an in-breath comes, you lift your right hand And you close the right nostril and you breathe out through left. And you also breathe in through left, same side. Now at the top of the breath is where you always change and you breathe out through right, all the breath out. Invite the breath back in, same side. And at the top of the breath, the top of the wave is where you always change. And you keep on going like this, or rather, you keep your breath going. You don't have to do anything. So you don't decide the rhythm of your breath. Let your breath breathe you. You just watch the breath come and go. Noticing you cannot control the waves. They come and go at their own time. You don't have to control the waves. The breath will continue even if you forget about it. But take a step back and don't do, but watch and feel and experience this whole thing happening. You keep on going, but when an out breath through your left nostril comes, that is the last out breath of this pranayama, and you can place 2 hands on your lap in your own way. Bringing all your attention now to that spot in between your eyebrows, your third eye, for a while. And you can even imagine how you draw your attention a little bit inwards towards the center of your head. Imagining how you almost rest your mind there. And you can stay here as long as you want to. But if you want to move on with your day, be welcome. Thanks a lot for joining me on the mat, and have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching.